VTUK.
Good and all that jazz.
Evening.
We all right?
How we doing? I'm good. I'm
Audio
raring to go.
Settings. You know what? Everything's wrong because I moved everything on my desktop, which means my backdrop's not there.
Awesome.
VT UK images. Yeah, you guys talk. I'll just repair what I've broken.
Oh, because it's looking for specific images that just aren't there.
Yeah, so our names aren't there.
Neither is our amazing
there's
background.
nothing there. There's no background. There's no. You really fucked up there, Mark.
Shut it.
I mean, nothing like rubbing it in, or is there? You know, I mean, just like
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this week. We've got some content. We've got a few rants to have. Jono's probably gonna bust a vein in his forehead. When
Shut up,
he
you
gets going.
fucking ginger prick.
He's so angry.
oh dear.
And on that note,
Once again, that awesome scarf. What, all three of them? Tony, you're getting banned. No, sorry, that's a bit harsh. I'm going to time you out. Sorry.
No, you can't time Tony out. That's just mean.
He said it's an awesome scarf. And there's three twats wearing them. So, I'm held in a corner, to be honest. Sorry, I'll go change my tampon at the intermission.
Okay.
I've got a bit of sand in my vagina.
Chat, have you guys had a good week?
Look, I was going to say we need to actually talk because Mark's distracted trying to square out the graphics and
yeah.
I've even given Chandler his real name back.
Oh
yes.
He's earned it, to be fair.
I'll just spell pedo. PEA.
Oh, okay, fine. Funny.
Keep talking.
Oh dear.
What do you think to Expo this weekend then? Yeah.
I think
go.
go.
Yeah, me neither.
Michael, you're right. In fact, no, I didn't sell my soul. I earned them. I earned them very, very well. But I'm glad to know that you're lurking because I didn't see you say hello. So it's nice to see that you're lurking.
Jesse, Jimmy the Turtle will be around eventually at some point.
Oh no, Jimmy's gone as well.
Thanks for
Thanks
the congrats, Tony. Yeah, I'm proud to be me.
Yeah.
There he is. Except he's behind
I've broken it. I can't turn it off now.
What the hell? What?
Chandler, just stick your tongue out a little bit.
Hang on.
Chandler's just got turtle ass in his face. Yeah, no, I don't think I could have been less excited for this expo, to be honest with you, because I just didn't go.
Jimmy's being quartered.
Poor old Jimmy.
Jimmy's just got to go on top of everything.
Yeah.
He's a hero on the quarter shell.
I need him to work on my button, and he's not.
Your button's not working, Mark.
No.
Oh, that's not good. Ooh, wrong button.
Rolf, if you do use the insert links I sent you, I'm going to get your address off JB and come sack you myself. What if he does use them?
Right, good evening. Welcome to Vape Talk UK, episode 221. What did we decide to call the show? Something about
so long
ripping
and
your
thanks.
arsehole or something.
So long and thanks for all the rip.
Indeed.
All will become clear.
I'm
It's
guessing...
nice to have the Harry Potter reference. Yeah.
Mm. Tony says,
Right.
lads, Expo was amazing. Best I've ever been to. I've been to a few in my time. Everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, incredibly jealous to anybody who went.
Meant to be some pretty good deals.
Yeah, it was supposed to be really good, and from what I saw of it, it looked as awesome as normal. I tried my hardest to avoid looking at any pictures on Facebook, and completely failed. Because everyone was posting, oh, look what I found. Look at this. Oh, look who I've run into. Grim was there.
Yeah.
Didn't realise Grim was going, but yeah, Grim was there. There was Vaping Bogan was there. It's like,
Yeah.
There were two missing out of their crew, weren't there? There were Ruby Roo and who was the other one? Dwayne. Owned by OC.
Okay.
There were M-Turk, Grim, Twisted Messers, Bogan. They kept themselves together. Mike Vapes, whoever the fuck that is.
He's always there. He's always
he lives there
with tofu stuck up his bottom.
That's the one.
The one thing that I actually regret about not going is that's the Hell Vape stand. If you traded in a V1 Dead Rabbit, you could get the V2 for free.
Okay.
No.
What if the V2 was worse
my
than the
only
V1?
regret of not going. I do actually have a spare V1.
Oh, okay. Well, it's perfect then.
Yeah.
Sorry. Did you just say that you regret not going for free shit?
To trade in, to do a trade.
To a trade in, yeah.
I'm not gonna spend 20 quid worth of fuel, and then try and
20 quid's worth of fuel and 49 quid to park.
Exactly.
And £38 to get in.
You mean the parking in Birmingham Centre?
Yeah.
Oh, Jono. Next expo in April, you come down here and we'll go together.
Yeah.
He'll show you his dungeon.
Yeah.
I'll show you my basement.
Then you'll be complicit and he'll blackmail you into silence.
No, the only reason I'd go to Chandler's is to see his daughter's money box. That's the only reason I'd go.
That was one of those things that you didn't think out before you said it.
Oh no, I did think it out.
Wow.
It's been a feature on the show.
What?
No,
Stop
that. Enough.
It's in the other room, to be fair. But there you go.
The box or your daughter?
Both.
Wow.
Oh dear! Shocking.
Dear.
Shocking.
She's just bought 6 pairs of shoes today. Or my wife has bought 6 pairs of shoes for her.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
6.
Why?
Why? Because the pair she was wearing broke.
So
Right, so she thought she'd get one for every toe and...
Yeah, pretty much. Almost.
she only got 6 toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
On each foot.
Oh, what? Well, okay. I don't know which is worse, to be honest.
Well, there you are.
Oh dear.
So.
Don't worry, Tony, about flooding the chat. It's cool. Just make sure everyone else does it. Because there's 16 people. We can do that. If you know someone.
£15 parking. It's gone cheap. I swear it was 18 quid last time.
No, 15 last time I went.
Was it 15? Oh, okay. My memory added an extra 3 quid.
Cost me about $4.5 last time I went. I did get free parking there.
Oh, well, there you go.
It wasn't a big one at Sona.
If you know anyone that you think should be watching this, send them the link right now. Twitch.tv/Vape.uk.
I was just about to say, we've had quite a few new people join the Facebook group, so it might be worth us doing a little posty-woasty in the groupie whoopie to see if we get any newbie in here.
I'm in. I'm in.
Okay. So long as you don't do it while you're doing a poopy whoopy.
Oh dear, ruined it.
Don't be so silly, Willie.
Don't forget about Chandler's shop, Vapey Wapey.
Vapey,
Yeah.
wapey.
Vapey Wapey Vape Store.
What were the liquid called instead of Curly
It's called
Whirly?
the Vapey Wapey Shoppy Whoppy. Yeah.
No, what did you call the liquid instead of Curly Whirly?
Oh,
Can you remember?
Vapey Wapey. Vapey Wapey. Yeah, called it Vapey Wapey, definitely.
No, that was a shop.
Wait.
No, the liquid was called Vapey Wapey.
The shop was called Chandler's Chuff Palace.
It was Chandler's Chuff Palace, and it was Vapey Wapey E-Liquid.
What are you vaping on then, Chandler?
What, my Vapey Wapey of the day? I've got my wonderful squonky Bassium.
Squonky Wonky?
My squonky donkey.
Wonky.
With the Entheon I can't do it with that one. With the Entheon on the top. And I've got some strawberry shortcake inside. There you go. That's that one. And the mouth to lung Paps with that thing on the top. With the shaky apple. And I've got the gear sitting on top of the Tesla, as always, because it's always sitting in front of me. But I've put lemon tart inside it, and it's overpowered the tank, so I know damn well I'm going to have to re-wick it before I put anything else in.
What does that mod go to? Is it 200?
85 single battery.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it a single battery?
single battery, flashy lights, whole kit and caboodle.
Shut it, infidel.
Yes. Gotta have flashy lights. Oh, do you know? Hang on. Do you know what I saw on the? I was having a look on E-Cig 1. They've got a clearance section with some ridiculously priced shit in it. Some of which is shit. And if you're after one, they've got a Zomo in there. So if you fancy a Zomo, it wasn't the laser. It was the other one. I can't remember which one it was.
The one that comes apart in like 30 million pieces.
The one that looks like a bloody limpet mine. It looks mahoosive.
I'm going on the website now.
Yeah, go and have a look and type in Zomo into E-Cig 1, and I'll do the same thing and see who gets there first.
It's loaded.
But yeah, it was one of those things that I saw it and just thought, I was very tempted just to buy it, just for the show. Yeah,
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, the Zomo Exo Armor 300 watt.
They have the
TC
Purge Mods Ally Pod system in there for 30 or 20 quid off the fucking RRP already.
Oh, they are scary sometimes, these guys. Sometimes they're throwing stuff into the sale section and you're thinking, why are they trying to get shot of that?
Probably because they're
It's
terrible.
half decent. Yeah.
You can get a Mech Life Ambitions Vapor Arcless Mech mod for 35 quid.
You know what? We ought to do some sort of silent auction, because the amount of shit I've got in the boot of my car, brand new, boxed, ready to go. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do a
Next week on Boot Sale UK.
yeah.
Bargain Hunt Vape Edition.
I was going to say, bargain hunt vape edition. Yeah, I like that.
I've got 100 mil. I've got 100 mil of Vertiflow and Apple. Give me 10. Give me 10. Give me 10. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. No. Give me 2. Give me 2. Give me 2. 1. 20p. 5p. 1p.
Free!
And so, next lot, another bottle of cream sodas from Jeffrey's Vintage Vape. So you give me 5, 10, 5, 4, 50p, 2p, 1p, bargain. You've got yourself a...
Mark.
It could be music.
What are you vaping on, Mark?
I am vaping on. Believe it or not, still on the SQ. Believe it or not, still on the Sting. Believe it or not, still on the Fred Astaire. Was that full last week?
Almost.
Yeah, it was.
That's a week.
Oh, you done all right? No, hang on a minute. No. It was almost empty last week. So did you fill it up after the show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dripping even on mouth to lung. Yeah, you're destroying that.
I mean, I would have one in my possession, but
Are you still waiting for it to get sent to you there, dude?
unfortunately.
He did message me. Would you message me yesterday?
And Saturday?
Saturday, I said, no, it was Friday night, wasn't it?
Friday afternoon. I was just like, any chance you go into the post office anytime soon? And then you were like,
No. You said, I said, it must have been over the weekend.
I'll go look back.
Because I said, you've met me, right?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Maybe. I just on Monday. So yeah, Monday. I just went. You heading to the post office today, Mark? You're like, no plans on leaving the house.
Mark used to have minions that used to do that sort of thing for him.
Mm.
So can't you kind of like attach it to the dog and kind of send the dog out to do it or something?
I'm sure Lindsay'd have something to say about that.
I'm going to say, tell you to fuck off. Do it yourself.
Savage. Savage.
Do it yourself, you lazy.
Now, I've also got my... this needs cleaning. It is somewhat looking a bit grubby.
Yeah, but it's but it's brass. It's supposed to.
Slam piece, money shot, some stupidly low build that tickles my throat when I inhale. And I actually went to the box of my car. What's going on?
Easy.
Breathe out.
I love it when Mark tries to sub home again.
You know what? I nearly got rid of this. I wish I had done. So I looked at the shelf, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. And I went to the boot of my car, where there's probably, no one knows where I live. There's probably about 5,500 bottles of juice in the back of my car.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
So I was like, right, let's go find something different, something I wouldn't normally vape, something. And
Black market.
huh?
Something black market.
Yeah. So I was digging through, and I nearly stopped on butterscotch custard from TYV.
Butterscotch custard.
And I was like, nah, that's a bit too sweet for me. Let's keep going. And there's one juice that I fucking hate, and that is lemon doodah from Ujima And
I know it well.
Yeah.
what's the most famous lemon juice?
Yeah.
Oh, from lunchtime supervisors.
Exactly.
Right, got you.
And I came across a bottle of Sad Boy.
Oh.
Oh.
A butter cookie.
Butter
That
cookie.
is how a lemon dessert should be done.
Is it lemon?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't it? Oh yeah, because it's a lemon-shaped head. But you know, with the name butter cookie, you just kind of think it's like a
So
buttery
you
biscuit.
say that, but all the other colours that they've got don't really relate to what it is.
Okay.
And
Ah. Are you loving it by any chance?
I'm loving it. No, it is. It's nice. It's nice. It's got a proper tangy lemon. biscuity base, buttery biscuit base, and and it doesn't taste like baby six. So hands down, it's
that's nice.
Very nice. Oh, we forgot to put that on. Have you? We've not. Notes.
What?
Notes.
Hang on, I'm just going something to the notes.
Okay. What are you doing, Jono? It looks painful and pleasurable at the same time.
I can't tell you yet.
He's trying to undo the bottom of a tank. Have you found your berserker?
If he'd found his berserker, do you know what he's doing? Don't you? He's mopping up juice. If he's found his berserker, that's exactly what he's doing.
I'm trying to get the fucking top off. He said it's been a stubborn little. It's a bit of an understatement.
Hey Mark, because you were showing me your brass that needed a bit of a polish, I've just found that from out the back. It's looking a little bit scruffy. I'm tempted, but I haven't actually used it since I blew it up.
You blew it up?
It's shorted to 2700 in it.
Oh. I'm sure the mod's still fine.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yeah.
I'm scared of it now. I'm definitely scared of it.
Can we please just clip that?
Jono.
Yeah.
What are you vaping on?
What's Chow vaping on?
Swinging around again. No,
Can we go first?
Same old Tesla drop dead. But I was for the past, because nobody asked me last week, because I were a little bit late. I was on reform from last Saturday, all the way through it this week. I actually had to get John Fox to go to the TYV for me, because obviously I can't drive. So, John Fox, I tip my hat to, sir. You're an absolute gentleman. And they also got me a bottle of Fizzy Bubbly Rango, which is freaking delightful.
How many cool shots in it?
One.
If you want to see something funny, is let me hit that.
Oh, reform, yeah. Yeah, that was freaking hilarious.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ! Has this been fucking welded on? Oh, yeah, and I'm literally trying to rebuild my berserker now that I found it. Because I came in the other day and I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, right, I know what it is now. I'll leave it there. And then I forgot to rewick it, so now I'm doing it. Even though I've just given Mark a big spiel about it looks so unprofessional rewicking while we're live. But I'm so giddy.
You're now rewicking.
I freaking am. You're damn right I am. Now that I found it.
That's disgraceful.
I don't care. I really do not care. Seriously, what the? There we go. We're in, boys.
It's all in. What?
We're in.
Job done. Job done. Right.
By the way, I'm just going to ask you guys really quickly. Has your video in Skype died?
Nope.
No.
Or is it just me?
Just you.
As soon as the show went live, the video in my Skype just went, nah, not playing.
Yeah,
got Mark.
Just close the window and open it again. Sometimes it'll just get rid of everybody. It's a bit weird. It happened to me last week.
Hang on.
Close the window and open it again.
Right, let me try that.
Like it.
It's still not working.
There we go. I, myself, am vaping on my Berserker. I've got my Berserker with the double barrel. I've got a little Clapton build in there. And finally, Nasty Juice released Wicked Haze as a salt. So I've got the Wicked Haze Black Currant Lemonade in there. It's a bit of a tickly fucking juice, though. It's one of those ones that sort of you vape it, and then about 10 minutes later, it catches the back of your throat, and you cough your ring up. But it is... it's very pleasant. No, it's a good juice.
It's like a flame brandy, smooth.
Exactly. I did manage to get the taste of Red Astaire out of this tank. A little bit of soapy water did the job nicely. Almost, although I did put the entire thing together, fill it up, and then realised I'd forgotten the bottom tank seal. And then as I went to undo the top, the central chimney decided to start undoing itself, so it was all a bit of a mess. But I rescued it. I didn't lose any juice, so we're all good.
There he is over the sink. For hands that do dishes that's as soft as your face. Lyle green.
Liquid.
Thank you.
Incredible. Love it. So yeah, and I've got over there, it's on charge, it's still charging. I've got that little quick kit thing, and that has got in it the pod salt blackcurrant, which is just straight blackcurrant. That's really pleasant. And today I've actually been vaping, although I haven't got it to hand right now, is some of the juice that Mark sent me, thick oil butter oil, and that stuff's bloody lovely. So I've got that in the Dog RTA from Asmodus.
Dog,
because that's the only way you can say it. Dog. But yeah, that butter oil.
I miss these days.
You just squidge it in the top and off you go.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I forgot how good the thick oil stuff is. I think I had what are the flavors? There's like a vanilla one as well, isn't there?
Toasted, it's banging. Basically jam on toast, but my god, it's good. So freaking good.
It's got toasted. It's got like a background of burnt in there that just works so nicely.
Correct. Akina's good.
Yeah. But it's not half as much of a coil killer as I expected it to be from the flavour. So
none of them are.
No,
none of them are. They're all clean as you like.
Yeah, really, really pleasant. So I just found it in my drawer. I was like, I'm getting on that. Unfortunately, because as you guys know, I can't vape anything cloudy in my flat. I'm on this, which is I'm just gonna cough all show. I apologise, but it's worth it for the flavour. Dedicated to the flavour. Honestly, though, for a daily driver mod, I haven't got a single bad word to say about the Squid Industries double barrel. Like, if you want something that's heavy and feels well built, get one. I think they're dirt cheap now. I think you can pick them up for about 40 quid now.
Do they do it in black?
Cheap?
I have a look. I have seen them that cheap. Whether they're averagely that cheap, but yeah, for a 150 watt, 18650, no frills, beat 'em up, fucking mod. It is one of the best I've ever had.
Does it come in black?
Yes.
I might be sold.
Yeah. I mean, they do about 15 fucking colours for it. I think the coolest looking one's the camo one. I mean, I hate camo, but they've done it well. Yeah, but Jono, if it's not black, you don't like it. Cocks included. What?
Then I'm off.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm vaping on. That's what I'm vaping on. Shall we get the serious bit done and out of the way?
No.
Let's do it.
I am gonna make a jingle one day for the news section, and for the Instagram section, and for Jono's big question. It's gonna look like something out of Have I Got News for You, with loads of cutouts dropping into screen.
Leave my section untouched, thank you.
I'm gonna make it as much dubsteppy as possible as well, just because you know. Right. Okay.
Metal.
I could do that. That's fine. Just dirty blast beats and pig squeals. Right. So let's get on with the news. Biggest bit of news I think that's going to be, if you haven't already found out, is going to be happening. Is there has been an outrageous nicotine tax bill passed in the House committee. So in the States, a tax bill that would make e-liquid much more expensive passed a House committee Wednesday without having a single public hearing. If passed by the whole House and Senate and signed into law, the bill would add $20 to a 60ml bottle of 12mg e-liquid. Obviously, this is the US, so they can have bigger bottles of high-nic liquid. So it says the bipartisan bill, HR 4742, was introduced by New York representatives and was passed at a meeting of the Ways and Means Committee just 5 days later without any formal public debate. The legislation is now so new, its full text hadn't even been published on the congressional website as of this morning, 2 days after it was voted out of committee.
Get in the bin.
Get in the bin. The bill passed 25-14, with all but 2 Democratic members voting in favour and all but 2 Republicans voting against. I'm terrified by the number of teenagers who are becoming addicted to the nicotine because they vape, Representative Suozzi said. Increasing the cost of vaping will have a direct correlation to decreasing the usage of vaping products. It doesn't. As with the governors who have passed emergency vaping bans, the position of the committee seems to be that no one would dare argue against a rule that makes vaping more difficult. The sponsors cited that the lung injury outbreak tied to black market cannabis oil as a reason to tax vaping products at a rate equivalent to cigarettes. Now, let's just break that sentence down. The sponsors cited the lung injury outbreak tied to black market cannabis oil as a reason to tax vaping products. Yeah, just let that mull over in your head for a minute. It says that puts Representative Suozzi and King at odds with tobacco policy experts who advise using differential taxation, making less dangerous products less expensive and the more dangerous ones than the more dangerous ones, to encourage smokers to switch to much safer vaping products. But it's also not a fair assessment of the bill as it's written, which actually taxes vaping at a higher rate than cigarettes.
Andrew, they're going to have your pants down.
Oh, yes. Well, here's the numbers. The bill, which bases the tax on nicotine content rather than e-liquid volume, proposes a tax of $50 per 1,810 milligrams of nicotine, which breaks down to 2.78 cents per milligrams. Cigarettes are taxed at $50.33 per 1,000, which is about $1 a pack at retail, or half a cent per milligram. So it's huge. What did you say it was? It's about half a cent per milliliter, isn't it? $0.50 per milliliter.
Yeah, 55 cents, I think, per milliliter.
Yeah. Which is mental. So it says if the tax is applied to DIY nicotine, and it appears that it will, the cost hike is even more dramatic. The tax on a litre of 100 milligram DIY nicotine, which is the most common level used by mixers, would add almost $2,800 to the cost.
Thanks for the follow, suck some titties. Appreciate the follow.
Amazing. I mean, kudos just for that name, to be honest. I'm surprised someone else hasn't taken it already. The Chief of Staff from the Joint Committee on Taxation told the House that the bill would raise $10 billion over 10 years. That's all we need to see about that one, really. It's just complete bollocks. Sorry, guys. Right. I was going to do it.
No, I think what Kaz is talking about is milligrams. I'm pretty sure it was 55 cents per milliliter. I might be wrong though. I'm sure it was milliliter.
I mean, they tax it per milligram of nicotine, but you can figure out what the milliliter cost is to a $20 on a 60ml bottle is going to cost you around 50 cents per mil extra. Right, I did have another article, but apparently I can't access it in this region, even though I did when I was writing these notes today. So whatever. Right, this is one from the BBC. This is a very British bit of news. Hackney Council has been warned that it could come to regret a promotional partnership with vape stores in the borough by a leading expert in the field. The town hall is funding a 15% discount for vape starter kits through its Stop Smoking service as part of a promotional push for Stoptober. However, Professor Martin McKee, a professor of European Public Health at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, known for their tobacco research, expressed disbelief at the town hall's active promotion of the alternative tobacco products, the long-term health impacts of which are not known. Professor McKee said, "I find these things completely incredible, to be perfectly honest. I just don't know what's going on." Exactly. That's why you don't comment on it, you massive wanker. E-cigarettes are not a game changer the way they're saying. Most people who use them end up as dual users. This means they get the nicotine from both, but they get the tar from cigarettes and the flavorings from e-cigarettes. So actually they're worse off. Mark, when you smoked, did you smoke because it had loads of tar in it? For that lush, lovely tar?
Yeah, do you know, whenever I needed to redo the drive, I'd just smoke 40 fags. All the time. All the time.
I remember that being a really big attraction for me to cigarettes, was the amount of tar they had in them. Right. It's not true that vaping is the quickest and most effective way for people to stop smoking, he says. If these things were so wonderfully effective, we would have had the trials showing how fantastic they were. Hackney Council may come to regret this decision. Public Health England estimates vaping is 95% safer, which underlining that the long-term health impacts of using e-cigarettes are currently not known.
Sorry, who was this chode?
So he's a professor of public health at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. And he starts his statement off by saying, "I just don't know what's going on," and then say, "These are terrible for you. If they were so good, we would have seen it."
Can you get Frutella flavoured vape? Yes, you can, and it tastes just like
arse.
A Frutella.
So the last bit of this is a Hackney Council spokesperson said it was following PHE guidance in using e-cigarettes as an aid to help people quit smoking. Look at that. A government agency using the guidelines set out by another government agency. You know, fucking unbelievable, Hackney Council. How could you? Right. Oh, God. Right, now for our weekly Juul news. A Colorado teen has sued Juul, alleging that the e-cigarette giant isn't warning public of vaping dangers.
Hang on, where is it? There it is.
Right, so a Colorado teenager has filed a federal lawsuit against vaping giant Juul, claiming the company's electronic cigarettes caused him permanent damage that will require lifelong medical treatment. Well, if you stick them up your bum and light them, they're gonna. Right. Mohammed Aldawoodi, 19, filed the lawsuit Friday in the U.S. District Court in Denver, claiming Juul intentionally targeted adolescents in marketing campaigns, whilst
He had a woody.
Aldawoodi.
Oh.
Yeah. He negligently failed to adequately and correctly warn the plaintiff and the public of the dangers of Juul. Aldawoodi began using Juul products, around November 2016, according to the claim. As a result, he suffers from nicotine addiction and was caused to sustain severe and permanent personal injuries, pain, suffering, and emotional distress.
Personal injuries? What?
Right, it goes. The lawsuit does not allege that he suffers from the deadly vaping-related illness, but Juul representatives could not be immediately reached for comment. The lawsuit says Juul failed to place nicotine warnings on packaging until August 2018. They use social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, to target their adolescents, and the company also hired social media influencers with large adolescent followings to promote its product. That produces an aerosol vapor that is inhaled by users, according to the lawsuit. And it goes on. I mean, it just goes on to talk about Juul and how big and rich they are.
He had a woody, and then money grabbed his woody.
Indeed. Right. I got my last bit of news. Oh, wait, no, that was my last bit of news. That's just the E-Cig 1 website. Right. So yeah, I did have another bit about. So basically, a judge. I'm just going to tell you from what I read because it won't open the webpage. A judge in Utah has actually overturned the flavor ban on vaping due to the fact that there is no evidence that there is any link between flavors and the vaping-related illnesses that we've been seeing across the US. It's actually been overturned in Utah, which is a brilliant step forward, even if the rest of the company is like 5 steps, or country is 5 steps back. But that's what the gist of what it was going to be was.
Buy that.
But it's a start.
Buy that man a bottle of birthday cake vodka.
In it, right? Like, yeah, it's just amazing. But there's some good news. You know, I mean, I'm glad that we've got places like Hackney Council supporting e-liquids and supporting starter vapes. I mean, I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks back. My local doctors give a voucher for people to come into my shop when they want to give up smoking. So swings and roundabouts. But yeah, so that is the news for today. Yeah, I'm going to refer to the notes now.
Oh, some good news.
Yeah, there's some good news, some American news, some British news. It's fairly balanced today.
Seriously, I wasn't even dropping off. I was quite alerted.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right, so
Where's Mark gone?
He's not gone anywhere. He's still here.
He's disappeared in amongst this kind of cloud.
Oh, okay. You're not used to Cloudy Dolan.
No,
You sound like my grandma when she had dementia.
he's disappearing.
Where's Mark gone?
Where's Mark?
Oh dear. Right. So, do we think
For
that
fuck's sake.
the new vaping tax, and this goes out to the chat as well, do we think this new vaping tax will kill the American industry once and for all? Whether it's in one state or across the country.
The only issue is this vape tax hasn't gone through. This is only the preliminary hearing malarkey where they go, oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. So it's not yet done and dusted. It's just oh, this would be a good idea. It's like bloody Brexit, where they're going, yeah, we'll support this, we'll support the withdrawal agreement, but then they've got to put it through.
This is a Brexit-free zone.
Sorry, I was just using it as an analogy. I'm sorry.
You're Brexited, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
You'll trigger Cass.
Oh.
Don't. I can feel it. It's rising. Okay, we're good. We need a triggered sign that just comes up when someone's triggered.
Or you mentioned the word Brexit, and we just press the B button.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah. But you are right, Chandler. It hasn't fully gone through yet, and I think there's going to be a lot of fighting towards it. Where can you buy nicotine over here? Anyone else who's in the States, ask him tell him where you can buy nicotine.
The nicotine shop.
Yeah. Gareth's on the nose with that. There'll be a new black market for nicotine.
There will.
In the UK, we just decided that we didn't give a fuck. And now you can go to nicotine.co.uk and you can buy a fucking litre of 72 milligram nicotine. Which went, the law's 20 milligram. I don't care.
Seriously?
Yeah, or Foxy vapes. Look on there, you can buy it. Darkstar, you can buy it.
No, Darkstar. You can't on Darkstar. You have to be a business user in order to buy it. They do advertise it. You're quite right, but you can't buy it unless you're. Darkstar are pretty good.
Wait, I'm gonna find. It's not nicotine.co.uk. It's something else. Give me a second. I will find it. Nicotineuk.co.uk. There we go. Right. So, right. Yeah, they just don't care. I'm just going to put this into the chat. Yeah, go there. You can buy it. And they do benzoate salt, and they do salicylate salt, and they do freebase as well. All in big bottles, high strengths. And it ain't expensive. It's like 28 quid for 500 mils or something, I think.
No. Is it any good?
UK nicotine. Let's have a look. Let's scroll down. Here we go. So 500 mil, 72 milligram freebase.
Yeah, but they do it in VG.
Yeah, they do VG or PG. 26.25 ex VAT for 500 mil of 72 milligram freebase.
Have you tried buying from there?
I haven't, but my friend has bought from there. No problem at all. In fact, this company is owned. Do you guys know Alchemist Cupboard?
Yeah.
It's owned by them.
Huh.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they've only got VG Nick.
Really? They normally have PG, Nick. It's a little drop-down menu. You click on it, and then you go in, and then it says PG or VG. So yeah, anyone who wants strong Nick. I mean, the only one they're sold out of is 100 mil of 7.2% Nick salts, because I think that's the most popular. But normal Nick salts, the salicylate stuff, right? 100 mil, £8.33 ex VAT.
How much?
£8.33 for 100 mil.
It's gonna be gash, isn't it?
I've heard otherwise.
£7. Yeah, £7 and 8 pence for. Manufactured in PG or VG. All right, okay, smart ass.
I mean, it's for a tenner, it's worth a shot, isn't it? I mean,
100 mil, £7 and 8 pence, excluding tax.
The other place is Foxy Vapes, and it's Foxy spelt with an E, so Foxey Vapes, and you can get it from there, and that is a proven source. So,
I find salts actually make me sneeze. It's true. Me too.
Is that why I've been sneezing for like the last 3 months, and not had a cold?
It's salt. It makes me sneeze.
Because I've straight up been sneezing for like the last 3 months with no other symptoms of a cold.
It makes me poop.
Makes you poop. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious. Makes me really want to go.
Because I've been vaping a lot of the pod Salt Nick stuff lately.
I think that's kind of why I stopped.
Mm.
Every time I have a vape, I have to go.
What's the best way to get rid of Nick? I've got 700 mils of pink pepper in my freezer I'm never going to use. Mark?
Pink pepper?
I know what I want to say, and I don't want to say it from a professional point of view. If it was me, I'd stick the hot tap on and pour it down the sink. But that's me.
Now, assuming we're not trying to destroy the water table,
then we actually have a company that comes in and takes away.
Yeah,
but it's not cheap.
No, I could imagine. What if you were to just wrap it up and bin it?
It's not fair on the person that ends up covered in it.
This is true.
Or presumably it would just at some point the bottle would degrade and it would leak out in the landfill.
Yeah, in 1,000 years' time or so.
I'd say hold on to it.
It only gets better with age.
Because pretty much it's going to end up like, we buy gold and pawn shops. It's like, mate, just take it in and weigh it in.
We buy Nick.
We buy Nick, yeah.
And when the only place you can get it is on a back alley corner street, doesn't matter how shit it is, people will pay you $1,000 for 700 mil.
They would pay top dollar for Nick.
No matter how good or bad it is.
DIYers.
Oh, he says it's in glass.
If it's in glass, go and shove it in a recycling bank, I would. Not my problem now.
Until it hits the bottom, smashes, and covers everything else.
We're out back at Walmart with UD up. You're just like shadily like popping it in bottle bank.
Guys, those of you that don't know me, I am joking.
He's not. Right.
He'll forget about it in a minute.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. I don't think it will kill the industry. I think it's just going to go black market. But it's like I put another question here saying, will it be overturned due to the speed it was rushed through? More than likely, if it was done improperly, I'm sure a judge will find something wrong with it and will overturn it. They like doing that sort of shit in America. Right. Who had the image on the group about the whole title of this show?
I sent it to the.
You sent it to the chat, did you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I can't.
It was a Monday, I think it was, or Sunday.
Can someone ping it back in our group?
I've got it. I've got it. It's all right. Give me a sec. Hang on. I'll turn my. Yeah, give me a second. I'll turn the video off. But there's a reason for that.
So now we don't know. I don't. When did that go up? Because it might already be a thing.
It was today.
Today.
It was this morning. Well, his time. It was this morning.
So did anyone actually watch it?
It hasn't gone up.
It hasn't gone up yet.
It's tonight.
Right.
So
okay.
I'm waiting. I'm trying. I keep refreshing YouTube because it's about time when it posts.
Okay. So basically, we found a. Wait, Chandler, you found it yet?
Yeah, I found it. I've got it. There you go. And let's put my video back up. Where are we? And there you go.
Just as I found it.
Nice. Right, so let's maximize. Basically, it looks like Rip Trippers might be giving up the game.
See that I've got the text underneath as well. Look, there you go.
Yeah. So, essentially, what it says is, well, I can't see it on the.
Well, it looks like I might be quitting the hashtag vape very soon, guys. Sad emoji or crying emoji. Video on this whole subject coming out tomorrow night on my YouTube channel. Stay tuned. The first one to comment was Cthulhu mod.
Mark, can you put a poll up for us? Who, and the two options being, would you be sad?
Does he look like a nonce yes, or does he look like a nonce no?
What happened to the beard?
I don't know.
Oh,
Gone.
beard?
Does that not look like he's stood in a police station? Is that not a mugshot?
It looks a bit like a mugshot.
No,
so basically, do we care or do we not care that Rip is potentially leaving? Now, obviously, his video is not out yet, so we don't know what the deal is. Is it just clickbait?
I still think it's clickbait.
It could be clickbait. I've been a fan of Rip Tripper since I started vaping because he was the one to teach me how to build. And he was my go-to guy. Right up until the point, and I will say it. I'm not going to say sold. Well, he did sell out. But
what with his knuckles?
Come out with this dry knuckle bollocks. Sorry, that was my dessert. And yeah, I've learned a hell of a lot from Rip. It was so I'm pretty good. If he does go, if it isn't clickbait, I'm good. Right,
so will you be glad to see Rip go? 1 for hell yeah, 2 for fuck no.
And 3 for don't give a shit.
Kaz straight in there.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think he's not leaving vaping. I think he's just being absorbed into the smock machine.
Is he quitting to become a stuntman for Sacha Baron Cohen?
Incredible.
Some of the comments on it, one of them that really caught my eye, and I nearly pissed myself laughing. Just going down now.
I mean, I hope his new video is sick as tits. Because...
Oh, come on.
Wait. I'm actually going to go on YouTube and look for it now.
Wait.
So, like,
someone found out
vaping has some bad chemicals. Fuck off. Gets in the bin. Why now? Just quit nicotine and get on into smoking weed, Mr. Rip.
Brilliant.
Because he's selling out again. What do you mean again? Come on, man. Spill. I think he's referring to the dry knuckle fiasco we had a while back. The one straight underneath. This is the comment I've been looking for.
Had he got a top fan next to him? No, because it's...
Someone's gone, what? But the vaping is the future, and the future is now, man.
I forgot about that. Hang on. Was that him?
Yeah. Smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now. Someone says, good luck in your future endeavours. By the way, new whip looks nice. something like that. He's quitting because there's no more money in it because of all the bans.
Yeah, probably.
But. Okay, whilst he has lost his
Mark, we can't hear you, mate. You've knocked your microphone.
April Fool's joke, I don't know. To say we're in fucking October, I don't think it would be. But then someone has actually made the sensible comment and says, "What good on you? Isn't quitting vaping supposed to be the end goal from smoking?" Which I thought, you know what, pal, fair play to you.
Yeah, am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
What were you saying?
I can't remember. So yeah, let's end that poll. There we go. So the consensus is fuck no. And I've got to be honest, you're all fucking imbeciles.
Oh, come on.
Maybe the negative effects on vaping. What the fuck?
I mean, let's be honest, right? If Rip was still the same Rip he was 2-3 years ago when he was producing interesting content, build tutorials, and he wasn't sucking off the directors over at Smock, then yeah, I'd be sad. But his channel had changed to the point where he was just spilling out and recycling the same old shit again and again and again. Doing.
But come on, he was sick as tits.
Yeah. True.
Oh yeah.
The one
RDTA.
The one cringy video that I really despise was how to vape. He actually released a video how to vape.
Did you see his cloud chasing 101 video?
Yep.
He's talking about like leaning forward to get the inhale and.
Thing is, I love the RBA section for the
Fail.
Do you even vape, bro?
I guess not.
For the Kangatech sub-tank, the RBA section for that were brilliant video.
Yeah, was.
Sorry, I've just seen the replay of you coughing your guts up. It's funny. Sorry.
I was chucking a big fat sick cloud, bro.
Oh, there you go. That'll teach you.
I'll teach you. So it looks as though people aren't happy to see him go. People are. How many of you actually? Be honest.
It's about half an hour. It's 50-50, isn't it?
Be careful. All YouTube reviewers eventually turn into caricatures of themselves. That's true. Good evening, DM. I hope you're well, buddy. So, yeah, you're all saying you're not happy to see him go. Be honest with me. How many of you in the past month have watched a Rip Trippers video? Be honest. When was the last time you watched a Rip Trippers video? I watched one earlier, strictly because I was looking for his big rage quit.
Yeah.
I watched one earlier purely because I was trying to explain to my missus who Rip Trippers was, because she asked me. She says, "What's the topic of your show on this evening?"
I mean, you know, it's time to come to an end when people are justifying why they have to watch your videos. But I think the last video I watched of him, which is the last video I watched of his, was a video where he was giving a tour around his vape room, and he was looking at like shelves and shelves and shelves of smock shit. Like there must have been 50 different types of kit on there, all for giveaways. And then he had this box. He was like, "Oh, these are all old batteries. They've never been used. Here, these are loads of RDAs. They've never been used. Blah 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 blah." It's just stacked up, and I was like, "No one cares about this. Like, this is a non-video." Andrew's none of the last.
Do.
See, none of you want to see him go, but none of you support him. You bad people. You bad people. I judge you. I judge you all.
If we had to choose one other YouTube reviewer to throw in the towel, who would it be?
Grim.
What?
What? There you go. I like that one straight away. What?
I know exactly who I'd choose.
What? Who would we like to see go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said who would be good to see go. No, not Grim. Definitely not Grim. Mike Vapes.
No, I can think of one better than that.
Fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Indoor smokers. He can get fucked.
No.
No,
actually, I know exactly
best
who you're
Vape
thinking of.
2019.
I know exactly who I'd pick, and I don't even particularly want to mention his name.
Oggy says Jay Hayes. Vapes Extreme just went vaping Vic lol.
Yeah.
Andrew.
There you go.
Definitely Mike Vapes.
BWV. This
Shut
is
up,
gas.
There we go.
This is gas.
It looks as though they're all voting for Vic.
Yeah. Didn't he give up the ghost anyway, or is he still doing shit?
No,
He's still
doing
doing
shit.
Oh, he just gave up UK Vape Show, didn't he?
He
brought his RDTD feed, whatever the fuck it was that he brought out last Expo. He was at the Expo on last Expo. I don't know whether he was there this time.
Yeah, he was.
Still miss vaping biker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss
The reason
vaping
why I
biker.
actually bought my first proper sub-home kit, and it was the Snow Wolf. 200 watt, the first one, and it was because of Rip. He highly recommended it, and do you know what? I absolutely tried my hardest to try and get one of the drip tip they had. It was glass, but it was like I don't know. It looked like a Pandora on the bottom, like a Pandora bead on the bottom, but then it like curved out at the top. It looked really classy.
I just zoned out. Someone said Demi Lovato, and I just.
Is this stream more lit than a spoon at Demi Lovato's house? It says Chewbacca cod.
I don't get it. Someone. I've just read it like 6 times, and I'm like.
Well,
the whole thing is that Demi Lovato is a heroin addict.
Oh.
Christ.
I didn't know that. You see, I'm not with the clouds, so I'm clearly not with it, bro. Excuse me.
Tony says, has there been anything on Vaping Biker, any vids or anything? He did say he's going to do something on the side with YouTube, if I remember seeing.
Apparently, he's still doing stuff for his
Patreons.
His Patreon crew.
Okay.
But I couldn't profess to that. I couldn't.
Well, someone drop him a message and ask him. I'm sure he's still on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He is.
Yeah, he's
I'm
focusing on his photography.
Non-vaping content, but he focuses mainly on doing stuff for his Patreon.
There we go.
What does lit mean? Basically, like lit up, like the fucking Northern Lights.
Sick as tits.
Yeah. High, basically. Oh, just an update on what I'm vaping on. I'm on the Warrior Tesla, the Berserker, and Strawberry Lemonade.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Did anyone see the new juice this week that was advertised?
Yeah.
I know Cass has got something that he'd like to share about this.
Which one? There's several that I've seen.
Just limbering up here.
Go on, Cass.
Cass. Juice has hit the market. Have you got an image there, Mark?
Oh, it's on the screen.
Okay, called Call of Fruity, right?
Oh.
I mean, Call of Fruity. Now let's look at these flavors. So we have. I can't really see here. Give me a second.
CPL candy pants.
Yeah, that's it. Melon in action.
Yep.
Peach napalm, and XP lychee. Right. So, and this is a British brand, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh dear.
Okay, so let's break this down. So firstly, okay, so let's break this down. Firstly, we've got a huge IP rip-off here. Let's be honest. I don't even need to say what it is, but we all know what it is. Secondly, look at the characters on the front of the bottles, right? So I thought we were done with using characters and mascots on the front of our bottles that could be attractive to children, right? Secondly, now we had this debate in the chat, in our group chat, right? So everyone's saying, well, technically Call of Duty is an over 18 game, therefore it's an over 18 product. Find me one 13-year-old or 14-year-old or 15-year-old that hasn't played Call of Duty at least once.
Kaz. In saying that, you're kind of saying, I mean, Peggy 18, where you're not allowed, they're not allowed to sell it to an under 18. You're almost saying it's absolutely fine. Let's find me a 13-year-old that hasn't tried a vape, or hasn't tried a cigarette.
Right. Let me justify this. So I spent 2.5 years working in HMV, right? And on more than one occasion, you would get some mum or dad coming up to the counter, on their own, with an 18 DVD, 18 game, be Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty or whatever it is. And then the kid would run up and you go, oh, right, I want to play this. And then you do realise that this is an 18 game. It's got full of killing and prostitutes and things like this. And they go, oh, I didn't realise that. And the kid's like, oh, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then they go, oh, fine, I'll buy it. Now, technically, if the thing is, it's unlike alcohol and cigarettes and stuff, and when it comes to those DVDs and games and stuff, if the adult is the one buying it, they're the one you have to sell it to. because it's not a consumable product in the same way that a cigarettes or alcohol are. And this is it. I mean, find me a parent that actually looks at a 15 film or an 18 film and goes, "No, you're too young for that."
Not anymore. I think back in the day, maybe.
Yeah. I agree with you, Chandler. Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's not okay that there are people underage vaping. But with games and videos, it is a very different scenario. It's like apples and oranges. I don't know. That's my take on it. The fact that it's called Call of Fruity. I mean, come on. It's just fucking lazy.
Is it right?
It's witty.
No, it's not. I actually got this. I got some insider info on this last year.
Right.
And they wanted to release it for Black Ops 4. But they were too late and they missed out.
What were they going to call it?
Same thing. The exact same thing. But it's been... But I think they've now waited until the new release.
And I didn't even think of that when I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the timing of it's perfect.
To be fair, it's like if... Alright, so... If you were going to bring out, say, llama juice and release it when there were a new, like a major patch for Fuck Night, then, yeah, when are you going to drop it? You're not going to drop it in the middle of a season. You're going to drop it like when there's like the second game that's coming out.
Mm.
It's just marketing. That's what they've waited for.
And it's
I
lame.
don't agree with it. I don't agree with it in the slightest, but they've thought about it well enough to know when to drop it.
Yeah. And at this point, I don't even give a fuck what the flavours are like because the packaging has already put me off. At the end of the day, we buy with our eyes before we buy with our taste buds, if you see what I mean. If you saw that on a shelf in a vape shop, would you go, "Oh, actually, I'll give that a go"?
Well, yeah, it's colourful. It's eye pleasing.
Under any other name, I would agree with you.
But not with name, because it's not specifically blatantly saying Call of Fruity across the bottle. It's just on the bottom.
I still disagree.
See it eye catching, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, agreed. It is eye catching. I just disagree with having mascots on bottles as well. Whether they're pin-up girls or whether they're children's fucking cartoon characters. Sorry, that's just my opinion. What do you reckon, Mark?
I don't know.
There you go. That narrowed it down a bit.
Awesome.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know. I think it's on the edge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very much so. And it's massive IP theft. Chandler's disappeared again. Oh, and he's back.
Well, the thing that's really confusing me is that the XP lychee is that apparently they're working for Apple's.
Really?
Oh, look at his hat.
Huh?
Oh, I don't know. It's gone.
No, it's there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Actually,
it's
an apple on the top.
Oh, yeah.
No idea. Don't get it.
Yeah, weird.
Oh,
Weird. Yeah. Do we have any other ones with stupid names?
Yeah, we had this question, and it was the worst names of products.
Yeah.
It's like bounty spelt with just a U, so it's like bunty.
Who was it that had the photographs of the mugshots? Can somebody send those to me, please? And the story.
How long ago was that?
It was last Friday.
Give me a second.
I think that's something that needs to be aired, and if someone can grab the news feed, because I don't think it's been massively publicised, has it?
Not the link of the man who saves nail clippings for a year to turn them into a ring.
Did I send that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You see, chat, this is the shit we put up with in our chat.
Was it Friday night?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was Friday because we were supposed to go live, but just for some reason we didn't. Because then I had people coming into my chat saying, "What's happened? What's happened to Vape Talk UK?" And we're like,
"Oh, here we go. Here we go.
See Tuesday."
Right, I am gonna give it. I'll put it in the Skype chat, just quickly.
What happened, Mike?
I don't know. The other one I found is this one. Should we do the one about the bloke that got arrested for selling things that we thought was old news and decided it wasn't old news?
Yeah, that's what. Is that the link you've just sent me?
No, that's a different link.
I'm confused then.
Well, you'll see what I mean. So the link I've just sent you is the one you asked for. Oh wait. No. Okay. Yeah. No, it is. Sorry. That is exactly the same thing. Just one's Reddit, one's a news thing.
I thought so.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was two different things.
Let me grab this photo. Hang on. No, put the Reddit link in as well, because more interesting information is in there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Putting that across. So bear with us, guys. We're just building the show for you. No rush.
Yeah, we'll just just carry on. It's fine.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Guys, whilst we're doing this, in chat, what terrible names have you seen whilst we're there? Terrible names of juice. Probably the worst one for me was Muckafucker that I saw.
No, it was the grape one. And instead of a grape, it was rape.
Oh, yes. We did that on the show. We did do that on the show.
No. So I made this was a big question. This is one of the big questions.
It had got a K on it, wasn't it? It was crepe. I've got a bottle of the bloody stuff somewhere. I think it's in the other room. It got a K at the front, but looked at from a certain angle.
No.
No, it won't.
No. That was Dale's.
That was Dale's.
We always took the piss out of that because he got crapple and crepe and
Crapple
all sorts.
and
It depends how it's sat on the shelf to it looked like. No, this one was just blatantly. It was just blatantly rape.
Is anyone else bored of things called like aliens piss or Yoda piss or dragon shit or fucking
unicorn
Smurf jizz,
milk,
Nympho's womb?
Yeah, fanny moisture or some bullshit.
Not a particular fan of it, to be quite honest.
It's just dumb and lazy.
It's not just lazy. It's the fact that they're supposed to be representing an industry.
Yeah.
And talking
that we're trying to hold on, and we can't defend it because then they say, "Oh yeah, well we've got Yoda's piss here." It's like, well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Yeah, it's done. And this is the thing, right? Is that like, and then you've got like, was it fucking Trump juice, and then they've got like Kim Jong Il cum or something, and it's like. You're just scraping the fucking barrel at this point. Like, be original. Stop looking like I feel sorry for the dude that looks like Donald Trump that turns up at every expo on their stand trying to be Donald fucking Trump. I mean, who wants to look like?
Paid.
He's making coin, that guy.
Oh, of course
he's getting paid, mate.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I was looking at it that way, and it was just not right. It's obviously representing the United States of America.
Monkey.
That's the most British Donald Trump I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Monkey jizz.
Yeah,
wasn't Monkey jizz from Vaping King.
Jeremy Beadle's Smeg. Did that one get done?
I used to have one of my best sellers was actually called Princess Piss, but that was well before it was done.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of that fucking grape juice. And if I can remember the brand, I'll remember it. It's going to drive me fucking mad. Here's one for you. Tit sauce.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Right. Well, how are we doing, Mark? You're still faffing?
No, I stopped. I brought it up, and then we went on to rape. So I pulled the image.
Oh yeah, okay, right. Let's bring it up, Mark.
You know how easily misled he is.
Oh,
So here we
so
go.
easily done.
We
Mark.
have a wonderful bunch of misfits. 7 people there, all of which were arrested in Fort Lee, New Jersey, by members of the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office Narcotics Task Force. They were found in possession of 41 pounds of marijuana and 3,000 THC hash oil vaporizer cartridges. Now, get that, fair enough. You know, shit happens. However, if you avert your eyes to the bottom right, and we have...
Sorry, DM.
No, John, they won't.
That's Vupu's customer service team.
So we have this guy, my guy. Look familiar to anyone?
I know. Yeah. No. Well, I don't know what the guy looked like. Oh, recent. Sorry, I'm watching the stream. It's like 15 seconds behind.
Oh.
Well done, DM.
What am I missing?
10 points.
10 points to DM.
So this is Mr. Wu. This guy represents the vape industry. This guy is the owner of Ronin Mods. This guy is supposed to be representing the industry, and instead he turns his back on the industry and starts illegally, might I add, manufacturing THC vaporized cartridges. Now I can assure you, Mr. Wu, mate, you're doing time, bruh. You're doing time. And you fucked yourself right in the shitbox. Because you're going to jail, my friend. You're greedy. Ronin mods were good mods. You had a following. You had people that respected you, that respected your brands. Now, mate, you're being buggered in the shitbox, in the toilet, in the jail. You fucking arsehole. Why?
What happened to this guy that made him want to turn like that? I mean, is it money?
Greed.
Is that all it is?
Fucking greed.
Yeah.
Could not agree more with that.
Rat was me.
Hope it was fucking worth it at the end of the day.
Well, it won't, was it? Clearly.
Clearly not, because he's lost fucking 40 pounds of fucking ganja.
Not only that, he's lost the respect that he had in the industry. He's probably lost his family.
And his fucking freedom.
Yeah.
His freedom, absolutely. He's absolutely fucked himself over.
Yeah.
Irritates me.
It's just let that mull over for a minute. It's possibly one of our own that's contributing to all of this bullshit in the States.
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, I could. Yeah. No, there's no words for it, really.
It did. Everyone's going along the lines of greed. It is greed.
Tony says he may have 5 million hidden somewhere. Lol.
Trust me, the fucking Americans will find it.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like tramps on sausage, the American government. They'll find that money. That'll be going into their fucking Christmas. Into their Christmas hamper. Trust me, they'll find it. They'll find it.
Our lass is in the other room. She's like, which guy are you talking about? Messaging me. Who are you talking about? Watch the show, you'll know.
Oh, I thought she was watching.
Presumably, she's watching
I
it
was
in
like-
the other room.
No,
Hi,
she
Dave.
isn't watching it. She can literally hear me because this is my little boy's room behind me. I've had to change out my ear. What's it called? Not muffs. What's it called?
Headphones.
Headphone.
No, because these detach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've had to swap these out because the other ones were noise cancelling. So I need to put these in so I can hear him. Right.
Sure, Mrs. had a sex change.
No.
Oh.
Why? What picture are you looking at?
I just wondered because you referred to her as him.
No, he was referring
He's
as
bedroom.
lad.
Oh.
So I can hear him.
Oh.
Little legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Either that or the bloke that's receiving your blowjob.
Mark, later. Okay.
Andrew made a good point. I'm sure he was investing profits from one into the other. So maybe you've bought a drug-funded mod.
Ooh.
How long has he been doing it for?
Or even a mod-funded drug.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, what about
one
a
hand washes the
mod?
other?
What about a mod turned pipe? Dual usage.
My eyes are off.
Yeah, your camera's at it there, Gaz. That's it. Just move your head into focus. That's.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
John Orr, you got a question for us?
I did. Oh, people stop inviting me to fucking groups. Oh, right. Who's actually part of the groups anymore? Like, Mark, how many are you?
Who?
By the way.
Who? Anyone watch Radio 1?
Yeah.
Who?
Vape groups.
Radio 1.
Oh, in fact, hang on, I might be able to do it.
I don't think anybody watches Radio 1.
Yay!
Yeah, right. So, I can't even remember the main bloody question. It was, it was something to do with the older generation, and I think it was.
Okay.
In fact, it was actually care homes specifically that I was wanting to touch on.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Necrophilia doesn't really do it for me.
Behave. We've all seen you. We've seen your personal page, Mark. Yeah. Like pulling apart a cheese toaster. So.
Oh dear.
Right, so it was something. It was actually to do more specifically with care homes, and I was thinking, could we actually do anything more to try and help the older generation, or do you think they've basically just had it?
They've had it.
They would just wait
if they
for it
can't,
to be out.
if they can't wash their own cheese sandwich, then they're done. I'm not helping them.
No cheese sandwich.
Toasty.
But I mean, I crunched a bit of numbers, and it was 65 and over. There's 416,000 people in care homes, and it's
Right.
quite a big chunk to say. You know, I mean, yeah, they might be on the last legs. Yeah, it's a big chunk. Yeah. That's the Branston pickle coming out. I just think, do you actually think there's anything that we could actually do to try and push them towards vaping and like try and make them realise? I mean, yeah, they might just be wheelchair bound. Some of them might not be able to look after themselves. By that point, yeah, I kind of do agree to an extent.
Right. So, my mother, very, very, very much stuck in her ways, has smoked as long as I've known her, which is about 40 years. And she's tried patches, she's tried everything. And she does it every now and again, and she'll stop for a year and then she'll start again. But then she'll lie about smoking, and she'll smoke on the sly, and then she'll get my dad to lie for her, and it's all just a bit weird.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But she's tried everything. I know she wants to, bless her, and I have bought her so many things. She's had Jules, she's had Blues, she's had Tank, she's had, you name it, she's had it. And she'll never stop. She will never stop. But I think it's her mindset.
Do you think the majority of them are actually stuck in the ways and they think I know better?
Yeah, she knows that it's going to kill her.
How old is she?
I don't know. 60, mid to late 60s.
Or maybe even trying to introduce them as CBD to ease the pain.
And ease the pain of what? Fuck me, we've gone from stop vaping to replacements for morphine. Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm not saying to smoke heroin, but if it's better than morphine, give them it.
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
I've got a slightly different opinion to Mark on this situation. I would say a good 60 to 65% of my customers are over 50. Some of them are even older than that, over 60. Easily. I mean, I think my oldest customer was 93 years old, right? And a lot of them are coming in with conditions, things like COPD. You know, they've been smoking for 45,000 years, and 30,000 cigarettes a day, and you know they've got their kids and their grandkids or the doctors on their back saying, "Look, I need to give up smoking." Blah 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 blah. And I think a lot. Don't get me wrong. There are people who use vaping to take some of the pressure off the amount of cigarettes they smoke. They don't want to give up completely, but instead of smoking 20 a day, they're smoking 5 a day. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a bonus. I have got, I could say, maybe 10 customers that I see twice a week who every time they come in, they'll go, it's 2 years and 3 weeks this week. It's 2 years and 6 weeks this week. And then every year they say, right, I've made it to 3 years or 2 years. And they're always really happy about doing it. We've actually had cards from people say, you helped me give up smoking. Now, it's a much bigger thing for those who are 50, 60, 70 years old to give up smoking than it is for a 25-year-old that's been smoking 10 minutes. It's literally been the monkey on their back for the last 50 years of their life. And for them, they're super appreciative of the fact that they were able to give up smoking, whether it's through family peer pressure or whether it's through health. They just don't always want to. I think we should be supporting older people to help stop smoking, as we should be supporting everyone to stop smoking, because at the end of the day, the elderly are costing the NHS the most money.
But we're paying for them anyway. We're paying for them anyway.
Of course we are, granted, but the point is if we can stop anyone going into hospital for smoking-related diseases, that helps all of us. And as the elderly are much more susceptible to going into hospital for smoking-related diseases, why not help them? And at the end of the day, it's good for industry. They've got disposable income. Most of them do, anyway.
Pixels just said, if vaping came about when I was 70 and I'd smoked all my life, I'd literally be like, fuck that, I've had a good innings.
But this is what I'm saying, though. I mean, some can be certain that Cass, I'm guaranteed that that's your bread and butter.
Oh, 100%. If we didn't
Little Margaret coming in 10 o'clock in the morning, getting a 12 milligram tobacco or menthol, whatever, and disappearing out the door.
Yeah, exactly. The first 2 hours of the day are the people coming in. You're right, Doris. Yeah, 4 of them menthol. Here you go. You're right. Oh, look, it's Dave from down the street. Here he goes. He wants 10 vanilla every week. You know what I mean? That's it.
You know what? The oldest person I know stopped. He's got to be mid-80s now. Badger smoked for many, many years. And he's now down to...
You're inferring Badger's old?
Badger's the oldest person.
Badger's the oldest person I know. Come on. And he's now...
Just remember, Badger, you can't ban admin.
You can't ban the broadcaster. He is in. He is here. He is here. He's just be quiet.
He is.
Okay.
Mark's completely forgot what he's going to say now.
I've not. I know no one.
He's fucking lost.
I know no one other than me and my daughters in the house. However, I can hear banging and people walking around. 1 second. Grandad Phil is
All right,
on.
go and beat up the burglars.
Don't take the
Badger.
baseball bat. Take the E-leaf. Use it as a grenade.
Oh, Grandad Phil's older, according to Badger.
Oh, Phil Reeve is a legend. We love Phil.
I know. Phil's awesome.
I love Phil.
Yeah, likewise. And his
Next door neighbour was 94. She still smoked 10 cigs a day and was in good health still. That's what I mean. I mean, I'm not specifically saying, to people, to the older generation who are still smoking. Well, yeah, I am, sorry. They are still smoking, but I'm saying people who are willing. Because some of them might not be able to get out.
Dot Cotton had a E-Cig at one point, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dot Cotton's like 125 next month, isn't she?
Dot Cotton died, didn't she?
Yeah.
Has she died?
I
think the character has.
Oh, the character. Oh, fine. Okay.
I'm sure June.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
don't think-
June's still alive.
I think she's
got
still
my
going.
uncle to stop. He's 63 and a keen vapor now at 3 years later. Yeah. I'll tell you what, some of them really surprised me. From Expo and Vape, not Vape Jam, Fest. Expos and Fest, the amount of the older generation that are actually there.
Yeah. Oh, massively so.
Do you know what I mean? And it's actually... Oh, there you go. Phil's here.
do you know my favourite thing about the
It's
older
like
generation?
Beetlejuice, you say his name constantly, so eventually he turns up.
My favourite thing about the older generation vaping, right, is that, especially blokes, right, is they love to take shit apart, right? So the amount of guys, right, that have come in to the shop and they're like, oh, I've got my vape. Now, I didn't like it because it was too hot. So I've created this incredible bodge machine that makes it and cools the vapor out of a biro and a roll of duct tape.
I had to put on this extension and put ice cubes in the bottom with a fan attached just to get that cool air breeze.
But we had one bloke that literally took a biro, cut it in half, and wedged it onto the top, right? And then he created himself a custom neck lanyard. No, it wasn't.
I was just going to say one of Chandler's drip tips.
Right. The best one, right, is we had this dude that whenever his vape leaked, he would just add more super glue out of where it was leaking. So it was
no.
Yeah. He was like, I dropped my vape and it started leaking, so I just super glued around the glass. I was like, okay, good. And then he goes, yeah. And it happened again, so I super glued around the top, and I can't get it open. I was like, right. He goes, yeah, so I just fill it through the airflow hole at the top. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, it's a bit juicy, but you force enough juice in there, and eventually it fills the tank up.
Oh my god!
Fair play. Fair play. It's like,
mate, hats off to him. Absolutely.
It's no different to sitting on a bank, sitting there at the weekend, tying your hair rig. Absolutely no difference at all. Sitting there, you sat there, you're making your boilies, you're playing with squid, you're playing with Scopex, you're playing with different things, and I'm admitting to nothing. I know nothing about fishing.
I do.
Clearly, so do I. But but it's no different. Scopex and squid is no different to lemon and cheesecake. It gives people reason not to give up, reason to carry on living, something to tinker with. We have faith in you old people. Andrew Badger and Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was basically my big question. Do you think we can do more to help the people in the care homes, or the older generation, or do you think we should just give up and just let them do as they please?
Well, as far as smoking's concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, I think going into
leave them to die. It's fine.
Funding e-cigarettes into care homes. You got little old Doris that wants to have a cigarette, but she can't get out because she's got no legs.
I was saying this is where the NHS could come in and actually say, well,
exactly.
You know what I mean? You're over 65 now. You can apply. You can apply for a free what is it, vape kit, whatever.
And they can buy them at a reasonable price from their local vaping companies.
I've just got visions of all these old dears in the communal living room with the TV in the corner and the high-backed winged chairs, just sitting there rocking really slowly, and just clouds, just a fogged out room. That'd be awesome.
And you just see little old you got the two 65-year-old ladies back to back in their wheelchairs with cloud comps, like
yeah. Well, little Doris in the corner with a knitting going. Oh, what you doing there, Doris? As I'm just knitting a cozy for my Falcon Horizon tank.
I'm stitching a wallet for my son's billet box vape. He gave me a try.
I'm actually trying to make my own mesh coils.
They're just blowing O's and then chasing them down by wheeling after them.
On their scooters, on their mobility scooters.
Yeah. They've just got battery.
There'll be one rogue with fire extinguisher just to make them go faster.
I feel bad.
Battery pack attached to their wheelchair. Just it never runs out of battery.
Oh, do you know what? Old people, they know what they're doing. Fuck it, we'll just leave them to it. That's just answered that question.
What's that? Is that what we're saying? Old people, get in the bin. No. I actually feel guilty for laughing, but it's true.
I actually thought you were going to mix it up and say get in the box, but
it's all right. We'll all be up there. We'll all be up there at some point.
We need a new updated version. Get in the urn.
I think some are closer than others, Chandler.
Yeah, I know. I knew that was coming. I did kind of set you up for that.
You did.
Oh yeah.
Knitting some braided coils. Fuck.
Oh, this cotton god's wicks just makes a lovely cashmere replacement.
Oh my days.
Mavis, have you
Bear in mind.
Start calling her.
I'll be old as well. We'll
Start
get
calling
there
her
sooner.
Dank Cloud Doris, like.
Oh yes, I'm blowing some sick clouds, bro. What do you think, fam?
Come on, nurse. Fist bump me.
Oh, respect, mama.
I wonder if we can get like.
Hey, nurse. Vape Nation. I'd like to see him do that when they've got fucking arthritis in the wrist.
I'm done. It's too much.
Yep, we're getting banned off Twitch. I'm not going to hell. I know I'm going to hell anyway. I always get a bit smoky every time I'm walking to church. But Chandler, what is your Instagram highlights?
Oh, I've got some. Yeah, that's all right. I just got visions of a granny in a wheelchair. You know where they throw the free shit off from the stage, just smacking.
To be fair, Michael's got a good
stick. Get your hands off that young man. That's mine.
At least the care home will smell better with all the vape, or a lot worse. I don't know. It'd be like what, cheesecake mixed with the smell of ammonia. I don't know.
Something like that. Oh.
In fact, that could actually be a Yoda's piss. That's where it's going.
Thanks for the bit, Stern. Appreciate that, buddy.
Oh, dear. Oh, right. Okay, what do you think this is? I thought coil of the week. I just saw this when it is a 10 times zoom. It's so macro. It's ridiculous. So I just wanted to.
Are you sure they just haven't built a really big coil out of like metal rebar?
I think what I really wanted for this was to see if Jono could actually name the coil from that picture.
Frame stapled helix.
Oh, for sake.
Oh, Mark's gone.
Actually, no, it's a frame stapled Staggerton.
Oh yeah, because it's staggered. Yeah,
Staggered. It isn't actually a full helix. So it is actually a Staggerton.
Okay. Well, it's very nice. I was very impressed at the photo. So there you go. That was that one.
Nice colours.
And seeing as it was Expo at the weekend, and we've not really talked much about Expo, I thought I'd nicked this from John's page because he's done a nice little montage of everybody that he's seen there. So.
Oh yeah.
So there we go. So yeah, Grim Green, Bogan, Chris Scott, beer. I mean, what more could you need from an Expo? There you go. I did miss going. Really missed it. Oh, and I nicked this one. Right. I nicked this one. This is Mark there, or is he gone?
That's gone, Matt.
He's gone. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Well, it's seen as I've got his missus to thank for this one.
Oh yeah, this was great.
This was like what's this? This is a T-shirt for dog lovers. But look, let's be honest. It looks like something else.
It's very phallic-y.
Very, just a little bit.
I mean, let's be honest. The textural design doesn't really help not hiding the eye and nose of the dog.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
To be honest, if I was walking, I would have probably gone for the day.
I fucking love that.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That. Did that come from Lindsay?
Yeah. It has actually got her name at the top.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that one looks. See, there you go. just to credit the person who sent it to me.
There you go. Feel free to abuse her.
I want to know if she's doing if she's doing a personalised version.
It's not hers. It's not hers.
Well, you could get the name over the top. That would be awesome. I think.
To be fair, speaking from experience and seeing Marks, that is to scale. There you go, Mark. I'm not going to let anybody shame you.
Second thoughts: don't speak to Lindsay.
Do you know? I've just got to this point, and my my headphones are now bleeping in my ear, telling me I've got a low battery.
Can you just plug them in?
Nah, well, I could, but my plug's over there, and I would be tied to the.
Me too. I can't be asked to charge mine, so I just plug in.
You just plug in. I haven't got a really long cable.
I take it that doesn't actually charge them though.
I have.
Good boy.
This cable's super long. This cable's super long. I've actually got a 10-meter extension for this headphone set.
No one likes to show off.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cass? Yeah, but it's fucking girth of a fucking spaghetti string.
Hang on.
Legit.
Chandler, just click next. Look at that. I'm speaking at a deaf person.
English headphone.
Aha! Am I here?
Alright, I'll be in box zone.
Oh, great.
What's next,
Plugged it in
Chandler?
and it's now. I love it. I plug them into charge and my headphones go off. Oh, dear. Yay! I'm back. That's it. I'm back. I've now connected it to a power pack. What? Trouble is, somebody hasn't quite muted their microphone and is just pretending to be quiet, so I can still hear background noise.
I blame Jono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blame me. I give you comedy gold tonight.
It did work for a nanosecond, to be fair, just for a
Hey,
brief
knuckles a
second.
bit dry, Mark. You sellout prick.
Oh. Right, a bit of vaping news that I found on Instagram. This is Wendy Vapes, American reviewer. Oh my god, I work in the commercial insurance business and they've just put out an inaccurate warning about vaping deaths to our worldwide company, stating that the CDC is saying it's e-cigarettes and flavoured e-liquid.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah. So basically, insurance companies are starting to refuse to provide business insurance to vape shops, manufacturers, etc. So inaccurate and information and fake news must stop. Yeah, it is a little bit worrying that that it's getting into the insurance industry. How long before it starts affecting health insurance?
The
and
thing is,
stuff
right,
like that?
if insurance companies are refusing to release manufacturers' insurance, third-party liability insurance, the insurances that manufacturers need, what's going to happen? There's going to be no insurance. There's going to be no comeback. There's... Who does she work for? Who does Wendy work for? Out them.
I don't know. I don't know whether this is Wendy Vapes herself who works for this insurance business, or whether this is a repost she's doing. But it is worrying that insurance companies in the States, at least, are going that way. Because I know over here in insurance companies, for the most part, if you tell them that you vape rather than do you smoke, you can say no. Use electronic cigarette, and they go, okay, that's fine. And you classed as a non-smoker, and that shouldn't change. But yeah, interesting
And scary.
and scary. Yes, because can you imagine trying to get? Health insurance for smokers is if you life insurance, for example.
That'd be the plot twist no one expected. Is the vape industry shuts down because none of the insurers will insure them.
Yeah, that would be.
That would
be.
Didn't think it was coming from that direction, sort of thing.
Yeah. Right, new products. I've seen some new products this week.
No.
You ready?
Pod system.
Yeah. No, juice.
They look like
New juice
They
line.
look like hack shots.
These are
Dark Star.
Dark
Yeah,
S-
there we go.
yeah. Dark Star bottle shots.
Still didn't get that Elvis Presley one.
Did you not get that one? I don't know whether it's.
I wish I
still
would have
there.
done.
The bacon sandwich. Yeah, so they've presumably it is a bit quite coincidental that this has been released just before Halloween. But it's the Vape Asylum juice range, and they've got a few flavors. So Electro Shock, which is tangy kiwi with an ice cold hit. They've got Psycho Surgeon, Psychotic Blend. I'm not quite sure what a psychotic blend of flavors is, but you know, it is a thing. Psychotic blend of crisp apple, sugar sweet marzipan, and coconut, which sounds. It's another. Dark Star are very good at coming out with flavors that just sound a little bit on the weird side, but I've got a feeling it will probably work. And Lobotomy. Sour concoction of tangy lemon and fizzy sherbet that will leave you feeling compliant. I'm not sure what a lobotomy is supposed to taste like, but apparently it's lemon sherbet. There you go. So there you go.
Lobotomy is a weird name for it, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. So there we go. So I thought I'd show you that one.
What was that? Electra electro juice. We used to sell it
Oh,
in the
the
blue bottle. Blue,
ecstasy.
Ecstasy. My God. My God. That would.
If you got that water out of your fridge, you were a write-off after vaping it.
Yeah.
If you drank that ice cold bottle of water after that, you were done.
Well, that was my thing.
It was really cool-hearted to hell, was it?
It was freaking good though.
It was incredible.
Yeah?
It was incredible. I don't know if you can still. What was it called?
Was it Blue Ecstasy?
It was.
Yeah, in fact you did write off James Clark, didn't you?
Yeah.
Keeled onto the side of the counter. Fucking hell!
I think it was Ecstasy with an X.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Because I kept asking you, can you actually get it? And well, it would after the TPD, wasn't it?
Ecstasy Electric Lemonade.
That's the one. That's it.
It was, and I'm going to save that because I am going to find it, or at least find someone that's going to sell me the recipe or let me white label it over here.
Nice.
Excellent. Oh yes.
Oh no, it was mad. It was mad.
I've never known a juice that could give you brain freeze. Well, that's.
I was going to say brain freeze juice.
No, but it wasn't like the. Okay, it did make me choke because it got Colada or WS-23 or whatever it had got in it. But honestly, do you know how you get that headache from brain freeze? You actually got that headache from it. But then if you if you necked ice cold water afterwards, it just wrote you off.
Really?
The only juice that's done anything like that to me was by a company called the Fog Clown. They had one which was a lemon barley, and it tasted exactly like lemon barley, but they'd put way too much colada in it. And if you had a couple of vapes on it and then breathed in sharply, it was like your mouth had frozen.
Yeah.
It was just like you have a couple of puffs and then just wow, and then you get the headache.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was something that wasn't on this world. It were completely different.
We sold
planet altogether.
Thousands of bottles of that, literally.
I remember when I actually came down to the shop and you said, "Oh, John, I've got something for you to try." We're like, "All right." He passed me. I were nearly written off, and then that's when I found out about the water. Because it's rare that I drink water, but for some reason, in fact, it was scorching hot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like right in the middle of summer, and it was like right high heat season. And went in, and my God, and I had down that water, and I was like, I didn't think I was going to breathe again. It was horrendous, but good. At the same time, it was good.
It was good flavour. Wasn't just cold for the sake of cold. Right, sorry, Chanda.
That's all right. No, there's been there has been some drama in the vape reviewing world this week.
No,
never.
There has been so much drama. There has been injury. There really has. Kaz managed to cut himself and required a plaster on his head.
Yeah, there's still a little just there. Honestly, right? Like I've in the 4 or 5 months I've been shaving my head. I've never cut myself ever, not once. And then out of nowhere, I just did it, and it's like fuck, there it goes, blood everywhere. I was like, right, okay, what's going on? Stick this tiny little plaster on, that stops it. 8 hours later, I take the plaster off, it just fucking starts going again. I'm like, what is this shit? Right? So I'm like, okay, fine. And I don't know whether I caught a bit of skin or something. Anyway, so I put this plaster on, went to bed, woke up the next morning, it was fine. But I was just like, what the fuck is this?
I ripped a toenail off this week.
Oh no. Disaster. You broke a nail.
I didn't broke a nail, I ripped an entire toe. Have you seen how big my toes are?
I can imagine.
Anyway.
Yeah. What size shoe do you take?
13, 14.
Oh, okay.
13-inch trainer, 14-inch shoes, or boats.
Yeah.
The only drama is there's still no tits.
But,
Oh no!
well,
I got it right now.
oh, you beat me to it.
You know,
You beat me
you
to
know.
it.
It even looks like it's even. I'll tell you what. If you cropped it, you could even see the nip. Make it look like a nipple.
Oh dear.
Little.
Grim did a nice cartoon. I quite like that one.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So this criminal is wanted this criminal wanted to vape pina colada flavour instead of tobacco.
I really like that one.
Hang on. And that, the guy in the black suit's about to get his cock out. It's the IRS ready to start taxing him.
Oh my god. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, appreciated. So I was having a look round, and saw this. Like, I'm not too sure. The Blitz. She's got a pod system. It's called the Blitz Realm. Now I found a very similar photo, and I'm like, oh, it's the same lass, but maybe not.
What, due to the giant chest tattoo?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's completely different.
I'm like, hang on. Same hair, same mod, similar top, just giant tattoos. I'm like, huh? Just confused me.
I thought she were at Expo this weekend.
Was she? Well, she was at Birmingham, possibly.
No, she was.
She was. Okay. All right.
Did you
Being
go?
posted, I didn't go, no. How could I go?
How do you know she was at Expo?
Because she posted it on the Facebook. Not Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. You're following her on Instagram. Why am I not surprised?
Because she vapes.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Next question. Found something new. What the hell is that?
Tenotapur. Clearly.
I'm sure he did a review for me.
What, Tenotapur?
Yeah.
Tenotapur.
Yeah. I'm positive he did it.
I'm not having a go at the fella. I'm like it's okay. It's not the mix. So yeah, it's not the best mixer in the world, but I bloody enjoyed making it. It's a DIY liquid mixer, and I'm like, what? Why? What does it do?
I wonder if it's anything like the Flus de Mutterfer from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where you just put water in and e-liquid comes out the other end.
Okay, that would be good. I don't know. I was just trying to work out what it did, and I'm looking at it going, what? Because it's got that funny thing on the top. I'm like, what's that for? Is that just to put your phone in?
Freaking guitar pedal.
It looks like a charger with some electrical tape around it.
That is it. I'm again using my mouse that you can't see. That black thing on the top right, I'm assuming is a rocker switch.
Is it good?
Does it just shake the bottle for you? What's wrong with standing there and shaking a bottle?
You know what I've always wanted?
What?
Do you know when you go to B&Q and you have your own paint mixed and they put it in that machine? They slide it into the machine, they shut the door, and it shakes the living fucking shit out of it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one of those.
Do you know what? That's what it could be.
Maybe it's just a thing with a spinny magnet thing in it, and then you put the magnets inside the base of it, and then that spins as well. I had a dude drive down from Glasgow to visit his family, and he comes in the shop every once a year, and he cable tied some bottles to his wheels on his car, and drove from Glasgow. And he said they were well mixed by the time he got there. Bit dirty,
vaping to an extreme level.
Yeah. Well,
That's when you know you're beyond hobbyist.
Yeah. That is just complete extreme. That, I mean, cable tied the bottles to his wheels.
Message him, get him on this channel, right? And Alan or Bert, you can discard your name. You'll have to change it. Because you can't be classed as Vape Extreme anymore, not with that kind of story.
What you want to do is get some cable ties and attach a bottle to Jono's right wrist.
Yeah.
No. Left.
Oh.
Oh, left?
Does it feel like someone else is doing it then?
Yeah, Phantom.
Okay.
With you.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
the bloke said the bottles just needed a bit of a wipe down, but that's the quickest way to steep custard flavors over a short period of time is to extreme mix.
Extreme mix. Okay. Yeah. That is definitely extreme mixing.
Dale,
Okay.
I bought a juice mixer from Love Honey the other week. Okay.
I want to know if anyone's tried using a
What's that, Chandler?
I want to know if anyone's tried using a NutriBullet to mix their e-liquid.
Sorry.
What the
It just
fuck was
amused me. I don't know. Just don't clip it.
that? Get it clipped rather than as a notification. I thought there were a car coming to a screeching halt in bloody Cass's street.
It actually was. Right, okay, next new vape gear. It's a pod system. It's a pod system.
It's our friends at Rinko.
Yeah. However, it is a pod system, but it's powered by a single 18650, fully adjustable from 1 to 80 watts, 3 output modes, variable wattage, temperature control, and bypass. It's got a screen. You've got a choice between a mesh coil, standard coil, or an RBA, so you can have a rebuildable in it.
RBA.
And it's got a Type C charging port.
So can it be classed as a pod system?
Well, yeah. I mean, look.
Not just a
It
fancy
looks.
single battery mod.
It looks like
Yeah,
the Rinko version of a billet box.
80 watts.
Yeah, but it's. You also get 2 drip tips, so you can switch between mouth to lung, direct lung.
Because it's the drip tip that makes the difference.
Apparently,
obviously.
Apparently,
Tony, have you been to Vape Expo this weekend?
apparently, Tony. No, he got a phantom wank from the Vape Expo. Good evening, Rev.
Evening, Rev.
Good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. Hope you're well.
Tony's verdict is nah.
No.
Nah. Actually, as a pod
Get into
system, it looks reasonable. I'd be interested to see what the RBA is like.
Nah.
And the fact that you could go for, I don't know, single 18650, so you don't have to recharge it, you just swap the battery out.
Right.
Which is always the thing.
If that's Rinko's version of a bit like Cass says, like a billet box, is a billet box classed as a pod system?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry.
Get in the bin.
If we take it, let's look at this device closely. Okay, for a pod system, why the fuck has it got an 810 drip tip on top?
It looks like a big drip tip, isn't it? It's a bit
I think it's.
difficult
I
to
don't
size.
think it's that. I don't think it's that big. The thing is, as with all things Rinko, they'll be like 80% of the way there, but the 20% they haven't quite managed right will ruin the product.
Yeah.
Like everything about the Rinko Tix pod is amazing except for the coils. You know.
Well,
So
no,
the RBA is
they've
the
kind
good
of-
thing.
Yeah, they've kind of got. I like the way they've got the option. You can either buy mesh coils, you can get standard coils, or you can have an RBA unit. So it's covering all bases.
I think they've actually made the device, and then because of the hype of the popularity, they've basically just says, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's a pod system," and they've just called it a pod system. Just when people
Yeah.
say, "Oh yeah, I want a pod system," say, "Oh well, we've got this Rinko in."
I suppose that it depends what the definition of a pod system is, because
To me, that's not a pod system.
if it's got a 510, then it's not a pod system.
If it's got a built-in battery and removable, not tank, like a reservoir kind of thing, that's a pod system.
Yeah, like the billet
Not
box.
removable 18650 with a fucking RBA section and variable wattage. That's not a pod system.
AIO. Diddy said it's an AIO.
It's an AIO. Yeah.
But even the Nautilus AIO, that's classed as a pod system, which, I agree with. It's a removable top with the... Well, actually, no. It's a removable top with replaceable coils. So that's an all-in-one system.
But is all-in-one simply the definition of all-in-one is that it is not a separate tank and battery, and therefore the tank would not work without the battery, and the battery would not work without the tank.
Essentially,
yeah. That's got to be the definition, and therefore it's an all-in-one.
There you go, like Nautilus.
Yeah, you can take the tank out of the Nautilus, but it's not. It doesn't go onto another device.
That's what I mean. So how can you class a billet box as a pod system?
I'm not classing it as an AIO. I'm changing my mind on that one.
Well, it's battery. It's battery powered.
Yeah, but the mod itself is useless without the tank, and the tank is useless without the mod. Whether the battery power comes from a LiPo or an 18650 is irrelevant.
Well, there you go. I saw that. I thought it was interesting because it looks quite classy. I thought for that sort of thing. There you go. Caught my eye. Talking of pod systems. Now that looks classy.
At first glance, I thought it said Granny.
At first glance, I thought it was a Nokia 8310.
Yeah.
It does.
It's a bit suave, that, isn't it? I didn't know this was a thing. So they're going to have a few of these apparently on recoilrda.com.
Curious.
Interesting. Yes. That is as much as I know about the thing.
It's quite classy looking.
It is, isn't it? You've got that stainless steel thing. The pod looks like it fits in incredibly flush at the top.
Right, 50 quid says it's dog shit.
And rebuildable coils. Replaceable coils.
It's got Grimm's name on it.
Yeah, it has got Grimm's name on it.
Tell you what, Mark, you buy me one. If it's shit, I'll pay you the money back.
Huh?
Okay.
Pixel's got nail on head there. By John's definition, if it's a car takes petrol, it's a car, but if it's a diesel, then it's a unicorn.
Oh, amazing.
And we've got a new belt-mounted vape carry bag that you can get. So it is only available in tartan at the moment.
You're stalking this chick without even meaning to.
No, I must be. But yeah, there you go. So, if you fancy a new vape bag, they've got my tartan ones.
It looks as though it's got a net.
It's got what?
HR compliant department. Thank you very much for the follow. It looks as though you could slide your mod in there quite easily.
Yeah.
It looks as though it might be a little bit tight, but
she's got a nice little carrier as well.
Oh yeah, I think it's probably better suited to more like your tube mod.
I don't know. I'd have a go at shoving a box in there.
I'm sure it'd fit. You might even get a couple of bottles of juice in there as well if you tried hard enough.
Chandler, just FYI, right, okay, when you bring pictures like this, our numbers are spiking. But when you're showing pod systems, it goes to like 20. Okay. So just review that for next week, okay?
Right, okay, fine.
A bit of homework for you.
Okay, fine. So, let's see. The last one I've got for today.
Pod system. I'm gonna fucking drive to you and wring your neck. Foot hurting or not.
It's not a pod system, but it is purple. So, bit of purple.
How in the
cloud.
fuck in the world is that purple?
The cloud. The cloud. She's got purple vape. Look.
Pink?
It's purple vape.
It's pink.
It's purple.
It's pink.
Right, can we get a poll up in the
Right.
chat, please?
Poll up in the chat. That is definitely purple. What do you think, Mike?
Hang on, I'm polling it.
You're polling it. Are you sure? I'm not
I'm
100% sure that that's what you're doing.
Do you need me to send more, Rolf?
No. I've saved the rest for next week. It should last. It should last a good 6 weeks.
Right, so the question
Oh,
is the poll 1 for pink, 2 for purple, 3 for stink.
That's shocking, Mark.
What?
That's actually shocking.
1 in the pink, 1 in the stink, and if it's purple, you're pushing too hard. It's
Wow.
Please, everybody, just vote. Right? Is it pink or purple? Regardless, we all know that we do 3, but
there we go.
Thank you for the follow, Laxakite.
Nothing worse than going to the beach and lacking a kite, is there?
No, I know. I often Laxakite.
So far there's only I think Chandler and Michael. I don't know for God knows what reason. I hope this ain't going to be like what the what's it's coming.
Like what's it? Like a blue bag.
Like the dress. Is it fucking green or black or golden black, whatever it was?
Oh, it's definitely pink.
It's fucking pink.
Look, you compare it to the subscribe button at the top. It's almost the same colour.
Are you taking the absolute piss?
There we go, and the poll has ended.
There we go.
There we
it's
go.
pink.
One in the pink, none in the stink.
Oh well, in that case, that's it. So that is what I saw on Instagram this week.
DM show's really hitting some lows tonight.
But ironically, our numbers are good. Look, we're sat on good numbers.
Oh dear.
So
We now know that the internet has a filthy mind. I mean, let's be honest, that wasn't news, but
Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
do you know what the daft thing is, though, Chandler? Is that it would actually match in the pink that's above your box there. It would actually match in that pink.
Was it?
I don't know.
That's not pink. That's purple.
Oh, fuck off. Get in the fucking bin.
Get in the bin.
Oh, for crying out loud! I love the fact that the entire thing about that photo was the fact that it was either pink or purple.
Orange stink.
Stink.
Yeah.
And then.
There we go. Are we done?
What are you on about?
I think we're done for the Instagram. Are we? I'm
Just the
fully
bits, Rev.
out of content.
Thank you very much for the bits, Rev. Appreciate that, buddy. I've actually really enjoyed myself tonight.
I've had such a laugh, honestly. That was so funny. And it's all right. You know, this show has been brought to you by Dank Cloud's Doris and the Vape Cloud Bro
Crew.
Care Home.
And I'm going to go make myself a cheese toast in it.
What?
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. Oh, you're holding out on us, Rev. You're holding out.
Yeah, you're making us stay. You're making us stay.
It's not Friday, Rev. Having said that, that's when we show up. If we decide to.
Not fall asleep.
What happened, Mark, before we
Okay,
go?
so Friday night, I'd had a pretty thanks.
People didn't believe me. I swear to God, they
No.
didn't believe me.
Right,
It was me, JB, Jono, waiting. Sorry, carry on. Mark.
so I had a pretty hectic week last week, and most of the week I was 2 o'clock in the morning working, not staying up. And it got to Friday night, and we spoke Friday lunchtime, didn't we? And it was like, yeah, well up for this. Thanks again, Rev. We spoke Friday lunchtime. We were well up for the show. It was like, right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to talk about the other. We chatted for a while, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then Friday night came, and I was sat on the sofa, and it was one of those where I was like...
What did you message the chat, Mark?
No. We even got a pre-warning.
You did?
Yeah. You got a message. So
If I close
sit
my
here
eyes,
much
game
longer.
over.
Yeah.
And dick shit here fell asleep. Now, normally it wouldn't matter, but no one else can put the stream up. No, Cash, you can put the stream. Oh, you weren't on either.
I wasn't on. I was at a funeral.
Well, then
Yeah,
afterwards, Mark had the audacity
Rev.
at about 12:30.
Night.
Right, who wants to go live?
And Mark just came. Mark, all the other guys had kind of got off the chat at this point because they were trying to figure out where the fuck Mark was.
I was
then-
streaming.
Oh, you were streaming, yeah. So Mark just went, "What happened?" Like literally, like he'd just woken up because he had, and he was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I think they've all gone, mate." He was like, "Who wants to go live?"
I was asleep in bed, and my phone just started going ping, 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 ping. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, dear.
Honestly, I was that tired, and obviously with the crusty eyes last night. Tonight they're not too bad. I have had to change my bins a bit, but yeah, it's hard work, this working malarkey, isn't it? What's going on? Shut up, Jono. You wouldn't know what hard work is.
Not this week. I won't. I've been putting my feet up, literally.
Well, both of them. You want to be careful, mate.
Yeah. Can't cross them over though. That's just it'll write me off.
Hopefully. Are we all likely to be here on Friday?
Yes, I should be here.
I'm not, because I'm podcast recording.
That's
what?
what I was going to say.
Oh,
what happened
what?
to the podcast? I thought the podcast had disappeared. It had been so long.
Yeah. It had been a while, sorry. And the latest episode has aired. So yeah, it is back. The podcast has been forsaken for the past month. But yes, we had got an episode that has just gone with Gary Dibley.
Who's Mr. Dibley? He's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
He's too nice for the industry.
He is. He's too
He
nice.
is it?
I'll take Chandler's place.
We had quite a nice chat the other night. We were having a chat, and it was like, you know what, I miss Gary, because Gary was quite prevalent in the industry, and you know, I used to sit down on a Sunday night F5ing on his website, and yeah, and you know what, he still owns driptip.co.uk, and I am determined I will own that one day. I want that website address.
You want that web address?
That URL will be mine.
Driptip.co.uk.
Will be mine. But guys, thank you very much for joining us. Those of you that are still with us, we're just going to drop in at the end of this on another channel. He is another vapor. They are going through shit at the minute where he lives with bands and everything else. So give him a little bit of love, give him a bit of support. When you get in there, give VT UK a shout. And thank you very much. We will see you on Friday. Good to see you guys. Thank you.